Hi friends, how are you? I hope you're doing okay. So I am going to be changing this beautiful color out. It's one of my favorite colors. It's by Zoya. I'm going to change it out to these colors from Orly. This one is called Mystic Jelly and this one is called Wild Card, and they were from a special release by Kelly Marissa and Orly. And also give you a little bit of an update on some things that have been going on in my world. And yeah, let's get to it. First things first, I'm going to be removing with my favorite acetone, which is called On to the Next by Young Nails. Now that my nails are clean, I'm going to use my favorite tool, which is this glass cuticle pusher and cleaner. You just have to make sure that you're being fairly gentle on your nails, and it does just a bang up job. A lot of us have cuticles that kind of push way up on our nails, and what you do is you just gently push it back, and in a circular motion while you're pushing it back, you just gently kind of make these little bitty circles, and it cleans up the little waxy part underneath that skin. And then afterwards, what you want to do is you want to take a nail brush that's dry, and you just want to kind of brush away any debris that's left over. Then you can use a paper towel if you have it. I just happen to have these really great lint-free cloths, and then I have a cleaner called Swipe, again by Young Nails. And what you're doing is you're cleaning and dehydrating the top of your nail. I have oilier nails, and when you have oily nails, it makes your nail polish not want to stay on your nails for very long. So you just clean it off with, and you can use like a 70% rubbing alcohol if you don't have anything else. You clean it off, let it dry really well. Just give it a few seconds, and then go in with your base coat and begin your actual nail routine. While I'm doing this, I said I would tell you a little bit about what's going on. So I've seen finally a couple of specialists about my jaw. So right here and then here in the joint are where since January I've been having some very serious problems. We took care of as much as we could in the joint by having radiation because I had a cancer lesion that developed inside the joint that moves my jaw up and down. So now I'm just never going to be able to open my mouth very wide again. But the problem that we're having here is that part of my bone has died, and I also have some dead bone on the inside of my mouth, and that is actually kind of weird because it is exposed. And I didn't really feel it because when I had radiation, it burned the whole inside of my mouth so badly, and my tongue is still not quite where it should be. Like my nerve endings and stuff aren't really, I'm just not picking up on feeling things, and didn't even notice it until I was at the oral surgeon's office. But what we were really concerned with was whether or not I would need to have surgery. And that would entail one of two things: either a surgery to do what's called debride, or clean the bone, clean it off, or an extremely major surgery, which in the words of that specialist, he said it is a life-changing surgery. And when you hear a surgeon say that, it is an extreme surgery. Where they would have taken probably about this much of my jawbone and then replaced it with part of bone from my leg. And to do that, you have to make sure that you're getting bone that doesn't have any cancer in it, first of all, and that I'm going to be able to walk afterwards. But then the bone would be replaced with that leg bone, and I just would probably be on a liquid diet for an unknown amount of time. It takes me a long time to heal these days. So that's where we are. They both said that they don't recommend surgery right now, that I'm not at that point, which was a huge relief. But it kind of leaves me in this weird limbo place. So my jaw still hurts. I'm on an antibiotic every single day, 800 milligrams of Augmentin, which is pretty high. twice a day. Now, one of the doctors did say that he would prefer to see me on an antibiotic that was IV, so probably like once a week or something I would have to go in and do IV antibiotics. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see. But right now I'm just not a candidate for any kind of surgery. I'm just going to stay in this weird limbo place with my jaw. So my jaw hurts most of the time. No, all the time my jaw hurts. I can't chew on this side anymore. My teeth just can't handle it anymore. So only, and this is the side I used to do most of my chewing on. I think, it's like being right-handed. Everybody kind of chews on one side a little more than the other. So I've had to get used to doing everything on the left side of my mouth. But yeah, that's where I am. So, and you guys might have noticed my Army Mom t-shirt. I wanted to point that out because I have a son who left for basic training and what's called advanced individual training at the beginning of June, and will be graduating next month, and we are so excited. And my husband and two of my daughters and I are going to be flying to go see him graduate, and it'll be the first time that we'll have seen him in 4 months. So I'm extraordinarily proud of him for everything that he's done. But I miss him terribly. I cry a lot because I miss him. I don't know if any of you are military parents or have been in the military and your parents went through this. I don't know how people go through it. It is just rough, man. It is rough. This is much harder than anything going on with my health. Or maybe because I'm going through it simultaneously. I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, back to nails. I find it is extremely important to have just some kind of a little something. You can get something like that for, I think I got that for like $5, or you can even get, like a little one of these guys for a couple of bucks at Sally's, and just put a very little bit of your nail polish remover, in my case acetone, in it, and get yourself a really small brush like this. And what that does is, we all make mistakes along our cuticles and sometimes along the sides, and that brush allows you to just clean it right up, and then it looks like a professional manicure. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of time doing, actually painting your nails, as long as you're able to clean up the edges like that. So anyway, I just think that's important. So I'm done. This is what they look like. I don't know how well you can see that. This is a jelly, so it's not as opaque as a regular nail polish is. And this is a topper. So see all that awesome hex glitter? Yeah, there we go. It's filled with matte hexagonal shaped glitters. So, and it's very Halloween-y, and I'm already in the Halloween spirit. So anyway, that's all there is. I hope that everybody's having a fantastic day. I love you. Take care.